2, 1, you're done when I say 5, 4, 3, 1, you're done when I say 5, 4, 3, 1, you're done when I say 5, 4, 3, 1, you're done when I say 5.
Welcome to another edition of Nikki B and Friends. It's 2020 and we're back from vacation.
Woo, 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 woo.
What up, friends?
What up, Nick?
Everything cool?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Y'all excited?
Turn up.
Thank you to everybody. Thank you to everybody who reached out about when the show coming back. You said the show was coming back, so that lets me know that it is people out there that is listening to us. So thank you so much for all of the love and support that you give to us. We so appreciate it. We are excited to be back. This is going to be an exciting year for Nikki B and Friends. So what's going on, Shannon?
Child, a lot. I'm so excited to get, started with 2020. I got a lot of things going on, and it's going to be a wonderful year.
I'm claiming that too. What's going on with you, Didi?
Not much. Dodging these fake storms in Michigan. That's about it.
You know what? Today it was like decent when I went to work, but like about 9, I left real quick, and it was like the temperature had dropped.
Oh, yes.
I'm like,
significantly.
What happened? So then coming home, it's like 24 degrees.
Mm-hmm. Oh, that's warm for you. It was 18 here.
What's it like over there, Shan? You know she ain't lying us, so.
Oh.
So down here in the Carolinas, we've been real pleasant. We've had
disconnect her.
the 60s and the 70s, but they said that we're gonna take a little winter dip this weekend, so we getting our coats back out.
Girl, shut up, cause you look like you ain't even got you look like you got a tank top on right now. Y'all can't see her, but we see her. And she's sitting up here with a tank top on. Didi got on. Didi sitting up here.
And a full flannel top.
Right. Didi got on a flannel top, and I still got on a suit jacket and scarf.
Just saying.
So, that's where we are. So today, all we're doing is just coming back, and we're talking about the year 2019. What was some of the top stories in 2019? You know, what happened in 2019. At the end, we'll even reflect on our 2019 for you guys. So we're just going back. Y'all want to go back? Now, I pulls up the thing, so I'm all about we do research. We may get silly and don't get to it, but we do the research.
Mm-hmm.
So, but the 2019, we did do I did some little digging around. So one of the top stories of 2019, which I found really interesting. They did a Lifetime movie about it, so I do the first pick, and it was the college admission scandal. And one of the dudes just was joking about it on 2020. One of the husbands just tweeted a joke about it. Like, he don't think nothing really gonna happen, but
too soon.
So that's like they saying one of the top stories. And did you guys watch the Lifetime movie?
No.
No, I haven't seen a Lifetime movie, no.
It was actually really good. And then the other part of that, I didn't even realize how many people was involved in that, and
it was
coaches and all of that stuff, and they was faking,
really?
Scholarship. Yeah.
Oh, boy was on the rowing team. He ain't never been in the water.
Right. The girl was doing. They said she did soccer.
Wait a minute.
Yeah. It was, but then Lifetime, they're gonna put a spin on it and make it sad. So after you watch the movie and you already pissed off, then right after you watch the movie, they really sit down and talk to people. And then they had this really smart African American girl who went Facebook Live so her family could watch her. What college? It was the day the college do it, and one by one, it was like she was getting no's, and she just knew she was getting into Yale, and because they had them recognized her, gave her an award, brought her out to the college, and then it's like, man, this probably been happening for years that these rich people taking somebody else's spot, and I think the most ridiculous thing of the whole story is they were paying these coaches but getting a tax form and writing off what they paid.
Oh, I didn't know that part.
Yes.
Oh, that's audacity right there. The IRS gonna get that behind.
Yep, they were they got to pay back that money, but I mean they were getting a tax write-off. So you're not only cheating another kid out of a spot, but you also getting a tax write-off.
But just think about it. So if I'm a kid, I probably been looking for my college since I got in high school, and I'm excited. I got good
not
grades.
My child. I won't say not mine, but go ahead.
But the rest of them, you've been excited about it, and you got your grades. The grades is on point. You ready? And then you get turned down from the college, and then you find this out.
Yeah,
man. Yeah, I'm at somebody's house waiting on them.
Right, but that's how it was when watching that young lady, just her emotion, and then you just got mad because you they so selfish.
Oh,
they so selfish. So
just get them a tutor. Clearly they dumb.
It wasn't even that. It was one person who just was really even and I think that's supposed to be true. One of the kids had no idea.
Oh, they just want to make sure that they got him in.
Right. The parents just went behind and he was just like, man, and he's not even speaking to them now, according to the Lifetime thing, because he was so mad, you didn't think I could do this? And I think that was one of their daughters. But yeah, some of the kids didn't even know. What happened with him is he went to take the SATs, and when he took the SATs, the person who was doing the SATs or whatever, let him leave and everything, then pulled his test back out and did it for him. So he had no idea.
Oh my goodness. I missed that one.
Yeah. So it's hard to know which character was supposed to be which character, but just to see it was, the movie actually was a decent movie, but one of the girls, she clearly knew what she was doing because she was faking poses for soccer and all of that stuff. And lost her boyfriend and everything. His whole his family didn't want to have nothing to do with her or nothing.
Ooh, do you blame him though? No.
Yeah, because the FBI was running on their grass like a real, law and order. So, yep. So, all right. Who up next?
I'll go. I'm gonna do a happy yet tragic ending. Meghan and Harry.
Oh man!
Yeah.
Did that happen in 2019?
Yep.
And they had that little baby.
Wow, she must have got pregnant on their wedding night. I thought that.
Face down, butt up.
And they said she just signed on. Oh, she gonna be the voice of some movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, I always knew that Harry was the black one.
Right. You could be like, I'll date him.
Right. And then after his brother had all these boys, they just put him further down the thing. So he had
really?
nobody but Harry.
We was good at first. He's gonna keep popping off all these boys.
He ain't nobody but Harry. By the time I get him, whatever, I'm thinking about grandma.
You did on purpose.
Yep. Hater.
So.
Megan was like, I ain't doing this for the rest of my life. We gotta go. That little boy looked just like him.
Do he got red hair?
It's like a reddish brown.
Oh, I like Harry though.
Mm-hmm.
Harry cute and cool.
He got some thug in him.
Mm-hmm. He got it that from his mama. He got it from his mama.
Exactly. Clearly, he got that from his mama. He didn't get it from his daddy.
Yep.
His daddy looked like if you saw him on the street and flinched him, he'd run back.
Yep, him and his unattractive wife. Well, beauty is in the eye of the beholder, so that
he must have been an awesome beholder then, because woo.
Okay, Sharon, what you got for 2019? Top story. What caught your attention?
Luke Perry passed away. Oh my God.
When Luke Perry passed away?
You didn't know Luke Perry died?
No, 90210 Luke Perry?
Yeah, he had a massive stroke.
Oh my goodness.
Beside myself. I can't even watch 902 no more. 90210 no more. No, he's gone.
When? How did I miss that?
Luke Perry been fine since forever. Oh.
But they had
seriously, when did he die?
I don't know.
Like this spring or this back in like March, I think.
How did I
March 20th? Yeah.
That's the versus. This is what you call right. This is what you call the cable versus the fire stick.
Literally.
Doing a fire stick now. I ain't no Luke Perry was gone.
March of 2019.
Oh, that just broke my heart. This man been gone almost a year, and I'm just finding out about it.
Yes, Dylan McKay is gone, y'all. Dylan is gone. Lord God, what us gonna do? Oh God.
Now wait, he died of a stroke, heart attack,
massive stroke.
Okay, as long as it wasn't no OD.
Right.
No, it wasn't nothing like that. No.
Because they had did a 902 reboot.
Yeah.
That was about to come out.
Is he in it?
He was in the first one.
He was.
Oh, is he gonna still be in it?
It got canceled, so we'll never know.
Oh,
that reboot didn't really work out for him.
Okay. All right. Let me go to my list. Okay. Okay. Now this I could really care nothing about, but I'm gonna just say it because it made the list. The whole Kevin Hart thing. That he turns into this Netflix special, how to F up. Like, I'm not a Kevin Hart fan. Anybody who know me know I can't stand Kevin Hart. I don't think he's nowhere near funny. He ain't been funny since he cheated on Tori because she was the one writing his jokes because she funny.
Because she was, and nobody believes that. Nobody believes that.
Oh, everybody know that because he's not funny at all. He doing the same jokes, and then we supposed to feel sorry for him, and then like who feels sorry for his wife that he cheated on her when she was cheating with him? What chick is that who need a hug?
Really? I didn't know that they got together while he was still married.
What? Yes.
Oh, I missed that. My bad.
Yes.
I'm like you on Luke
still in a house together, not separated.
Oh, come on.
Still in the house, yeah. Tori told. Yeah, you'll have to do a YouTube video.
Oh, I must.
But why do mistresses, when they get cheated on after they did some cheating, they want a hug?
A hug?
Right. Yeah, this kind of how the other lady felt. Now you know, huh? Mm-hmm. Get your little old baby and go on.
Carry on.
And then now I'm mad because all he did was make money out of it because now he doing this little Netflix thing. But I'm like Cat Williams. He ain't got, I ain't got no white people bagging me. So he's doing what they want him to do, just shucking and jabbing and telling them same boring jokes. Like, he's so predictable. He like a movie. You could tell what face he gonna make and what body movement he's gonna do. He's just so not funny to me. I just cannot stand him. Like he's somebody, if I seen at the Atlanta airport, and I say Atlanta because everybody fly out of Atlanta.
Literally.
And so I didn't see a lot of stars there. If I seen him and he was like, "Hey, how you doing?" I wouldn't even speak.
Really?
No.
He owe you money?
No, I just don't like him.
Damn.
I'm not wasting my energy speaking to him.
But you know, Nick is the celebrity heckler anyway. So.
True. Very true. She be like, "Go on with your punk ass."
Yeah.
Nick, that's the Pope.
Yeah, if anybody gonna get blocked on Twitter, it's me. I'm just like, why do these people argue back with me? Like,
Ooh, next time tag me so I can get a laugh.
Well, then they blocked me right after that.
Because you didn't touch the nerve.
Right, and then I got suspended one time.
Shoot, the president ain't got suspended.
See?
You really messing up.
Yeah.
Right. Mm-hmm. All right, go ahead.
I say the
Oh, wait, let me go back. It wasn't Kevin Hart cheating. It was him having to step down from the Oscars because he made an old gay joke.
Oh, okay.
Let me make sure that I say
they found
that.
an old gay joke.
Right. He had said something about beating his son butt.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Right. If he was gay, he would beat his son butt or something like that. And so he didn't do a real apology because he ain't sincere about nothing. He think he untouchable. So he ain't do no sincere apology. So they booted that ass on up out there.
I think Kevin owed Nick money. Cause she mad. She like for real mad at him.
I just don't like him. You know, there's just some people that you just don't rub you the wrong way. Like I wouldn't even want his energy in my presence. Like if Oprah invited me to a thing, I would be like, if Kevin's gonna be there, he needs to be at the other end, Oprah, before I come. I need that. I need that.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right. So when that day comes and Nikki B and Friends blow up, no, we will not have that Mitch on the show doing an interview. I don't like him. We'll have people who don't like him on the show talking about him. So we'll probably have the lady he had an affair with. We'll have her on. Yeah.
But she can tell her.
Right, tell her story. We'll have Cat Williams on. You know, one of his boys that he no longer cool with because the dude like he acting funny now since he got money. He'll be on there. Some relative that he didn't look out for when he could have them. Yeah. You know that. Those people will be on the show. Him? Nah, no. Don't contact us. You can't come. We don't want you.
So I'm guessing you don't listen to his XM show?
No.
I didn't know he had one.
It's freaking hilarious. I'm not trying to. I know you don't like them, but because it's called Straight from the Heart.
We're not doing no advertising. You just advertising. You just gave him free advertisement on the show. We don't like him.
My bad, y'all. But anyway, the Plastic Cup Boys are like Nikki B and Friends. Same concept.
Yeah, he got some people following behind him. No, it's not the same concept because he doesn't let them talk until he doesn't want to talk, and then he act like they need him because it was on the preview of the thing on the Netflix that came up about him punking out one of his friends, calling him a B in front of his wife, and talking about you wouldn't have no money if it wasn't for me.
What?
That's the kind of stuff he.
I missed that.
That's what I'm saying. He's a straight up Mitch, and I will slap him in his face on sight.
Ooh.
Just because.
Okay.
All right, go ahead, Diddy.
All righty then. I'm gonna go on the upswing. I was with something else, but I just changed it up because of that. For all of you Marvel fans, the X-Men movie came out. I love Marvel Comics. I'm sorry. I don't care what y'all call me nerd. I don't even care. I love Marvel Comics, and the movie was the bomb.
Yeah, my oldest son, he liked that too.
Yeah, that was a good.
Like he gonna see it the night before and all of that.
Oh, absolutely.
All of that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, me not so much.
So this is the thing.
No, that's a no.
That took too long.
Right, that's a no. Yeah, that's a no. Go ahead, Dee Dee. Tell us a little bit about it.
So here's the thing. When we were younger, during the day when you in the summertime, it's like soap operas and stuff like that. So we would get comic books all the time. So my brother would read the comic books, and then I would make the costumes that go along with the comic books, and then we would act them out. Oh, it used to be the best. So that's how I got to love.
What was so good that would make the 2019 list?
If you were a Marvel Comics fan, it was one of the best.
They are diehard.
Did they bring like a lot of people together, or
yes? The last 3 movies are the last 3 best movies that Marvel ever made. It's like Black Panther, Endgame, and Infinity War.
Oh, is Black Panther part of the Marvel?
Oh, absolutely.
Do you know I haven't seen it?
Oh, you know what? You know what? Dang on it, you got one more strike. Luke Perry, you ain't seen Black Panther. One more thing.
I don't like the only movies that I watch it like that is Batman. That's it.
It's better than Batman.
No, even those who are not Marvel fans have seen Black Panther. Revoke her card right now.
My mama saw Black Panther.
Yeah. Okay, wait. Let me say this. I saw some of it. So I saw the beginning of it, because somebody played it for me, my niece and nephew. They was trying to tell me like, you haven't seen it, so I did see a little bit of it.
If you watched the first 10 minutes,
I did.
You was watching it for them. Watch it for you. The first 15 minutes, I'll give you 15 minutes. It will suck you in, and you'll sit there and watch the whole thing.
Okay.
Waiting for number 2.
I'd rather watch The Lion King.
We already know what's gonna happen on Lion King. His dad gonna get killed.
Damn.
Lord have mercy.
All right, come on, Shan. What you got?
All right.
Don't be so deep about somebody passing away.
Thank you. Come, bring it up.
All right. So this next one is one that I kind of saw. It's been going on for a long time. The split between Tristan Thompson and Khloe Kardashian.
Oh my goodness! And did that make news because it was Jordan? You know, the whole thing with the friend. Because to me, like Jordan was. Because to me, that's what the Kardashians do. They see men. They don't care whether they're with somebody or not, and they take them.
That's how she got with him. He was with somebody. The girl was pregnant with David.
Right. Yep. And her name was Jordan, because I remember people making a joke about it.
She swooped down and picked him up. Well, when he got with her, only a short amount of time, he started doing the same thing to her. And it was going on and on during her pregnancy and everything. She forgave him after the baby was born for a little while. They was, and then he got caught up again. Now, I think the last time would have made time number 3? Is that time number 3?
I don't fool with them.
Yeah,
I don't know, but I don't feel no ways about him. I mean, that's just who he is, and that's what she got. That's how I feel about it.
Yeah, you know what? The rapper Trina, she did an interview with somebody. Yep, the baddest chick. She did a story with somebody. Like, you got to watch like an interview she did. But Khloe Kardashian has slept with 3 guys she was in a relationship with. She was in a relationship with French Montana. Khloe started sleeping with him. James Harden. Khloe started sleeping with him, and there was somebody else.
Dang, desperate.
And she was friends with Kim at the time. That's why it's so funny that they feel like they want people to feel sorry for them. And this is what they have a reputation of doing, because let's not forget that Kim Kardashian was sending Kanye nude pictures when he was with Amber Rose.
Wow.
Oh, I didn't know that.
I didn't know that either.
Yeah, Amber Rose said that. So they think that they can have anybody they want. Now, granted, my youngest child be graduating soon. He might want to meet a Kardashian, because he don't seem like he's trying to work. Because they do take good care of the dudes.
But they ruin them dudes' careers.
Yeah, but Kylie is like a billionaire.
Have some real serious issues going on.
What you say?
They got some problems.
Each and every one of them dudes. What was Khloe's husband name? The basketball star. What was his name? Lamar Odom. Crack.
Yeah, but look at Lamar now. Lamar done got saved, met him a nice
coming up. Hey.
But you know what? That be Chris. I always have said, because I remember one time him saying that Chris cook his favorite cakes and stuff. I'm like, they be putting stuff on in food and stuff like this. Them dudes be going crazy. Mm-hmm. They could get everybody but Rob. They done messed up Rob. They done messed up Rob, because Rob Greedy Tail probably was eating some food that wasn't meant for him.
Fucking each finger.
And now he all messed up. And I like Rob.
I like Rob.
He's the only one I like.
Yeah.
Because he ain't got nothing enhanced. Well,
exactly.
Enhanced, but
I was the one who came up with the idea, which would be a really good idea. If I could do it, I would. So if somebody listening and they could, like, I think that it should be like an app that you could get where you say certain people name. I don't even want to see no news about them, no stories, because I will put the Kardashians in, because I don't want to know nothing that's going on with them.
Oh, nothing come on your phone.
Right. I would agree. Kevin Hart, you know, no, I don't want to know nothing.
I wouldn't do that.
Unless it's that Cat Williams interview with Wanda.
On replay.
They should have made the list for the 2019.
That's on my list. That's on my list. Man, put that on repeat.
I listen to that at least every 2 weeks at the longest. And laugh, this is my first time. Right.
Her.
No, that's not the way it works. That's not the way it works. Come over here and run your gnarled fingers through my hair. Nope, that's not the way it works. We can hear that you're out of breath on the radio.
But the part that made the best part of it, her co-stars were not helping her at all. They was laughing the loudest.
You talk about disloyalty?
Woo!
Yeah. But then she got fired after that because
she did?
Yeah, she got fired. But when it was time for her, right? Yeah, that was the meal she could cook. Cause then Cat Williams said, and what she could do with corn, she put that
Zan. Oh, that's funny.
Mercy.
Yeah, but you know, she tried to play victim after the fact, but it was just really how, like, people was calling in and they was like, some people was like Wanda, the way you do people, like, I guess she got a real slick mouth.
Oh.
And then, but she wanted to act like she was trying to play victim after the fact. And her host, you know, Frank Ski even said, you got just as much, you know, they had a whole show after that happened that Monday, because he even said to her, like, why would your husband even call me? Like, your husband don't have no business even calling me. Her husband called and checked him.
For laughing?
Yeah. And it was like, she was like, you know, I wasn't even thinking about that. I was about to go. I had just got blessed to go speak to these girls. Girl, you ain't nobody asked you to speak to no girl. You just was saying you was on your way to the comedy show.
About making broccoli? Really? Ain't nobody called you for that.
Yeah.
And then why she get fired though?
I don't know, probably because of all of the mess, because she was trying to act like she didn't realize that the video was going to play her and the guy that hit. You had to watch the after one when her and him discussed it, because she was just like, I didn't think that the video was going to go. And he was like, no, that's not what we said. Like, we met and said that this was going to go. You know, you do this all the time. This is what you do. I didn't stop it because I didn't realize you wanted to stop it. You know, you just happen to lose, but this happens all the time on the show. You just lost this time. Like, right.
Swing and a miss.
I see why people come here to see Wanda, because Frank Ski put it down.
Still funny.
It is, I'm telling you. Woo! I could just watch it and I'll be just dying laughing like it's the first time that I ever seen it.
That's hilarious.
Yep. Wanda got on enough lip gloss. You could get all the jewelry Wanda has on right now at Cisco. And then a car wash.
Oh, I'm listening to that tonight.
I know. I was thinking the same thing.
Put that on my must-watch list.
Right.
I'm telling you, whenever I really want a good laugh, I will put that on, and I am dying laughing like it's the first time.
I was listening to it at work when it first came out. I had to leave the building because I was laughing way too loud at work. Mm-hmm. Oh, that was funny.
Okay, nice lady. Okay, it's only one of our hands moving.
Oh, that brother.
So, all right, who next?
Oh, that'd be me. The e-cigarette scandal.
What was that? I'm telling you.
So you
fire stick got me behind.
You ain't been watching. So people who stopped smoking cigarettes went to e-cigs.
Right.
Or people who want to smoke THC do it through the vaping, and they can get high without you smelling marijuana. I
appreciate that. Okay.
They're very courteous. However, when you buy the generic cartridges, they were causing people to lose their lung function. So there's a person that was like 20 something who had to have a double lung transplant.
Oh my God!
Oh wow! You know what? I bet you now. This isn't a quote because I believe. I bet you this is what my cousin was telling us about, because she was saying she's a nurse and she was saying that a lot of young people were coming in, and I know it had something to do with weed and them smoking it, but it was causing them to bleed on the inside, and they were dying. They were dying. And so did they say that? Like, they were bleeding on the inside or whatever?
And their lungs were stopping working. Like, they were like young people. People aren't like 60, 70 years old. These
did
are
they bring
20,
them, did they take it off the
I forgot what they did. I want to say that they, in some states, are banning them.
Okay.
In some states, and they were making this big to-do about it, like, don't buy the generic ones. And come to find out, when they did a study, there's vitamin E oil in it, and the vitamin E oil is not supposed to be inhaled.
Girl, I'm glad you told me, because 2020 is my multiple incomes. I was about to start selling e-cigarettes.
Not today.
Take that off the list.
Scratch that off. Literally, there are 3 smoke shops in Grand Rapids, and they are closed.
What? So it was 3 smoke shops. Now it ain't no more.
Past since.
Yeah.
Yep. They shut down.
Oh wow.
Yep. Because they were selling those generic cartridges.
Why they gotta be generic? Why can't? Dang. Why?
Because the real spot, the Jewel and whoever else, they were those come from the manufacturer. These are like the black market. We got these good ones. This is strawberry, or this will get you whatever off brand.
People always trying to be cheap.
Yep.
Oh, that's unfortunate, especially if some people lost their life over it. That's sad.
Yeah.
So, all right, Shan.
So, we want to talk about R. Kelly.
Oh,
come on, Craig.
1 year ago from this time, we first laid our eyes on the docuseries called Surviving R. Kelly. I just want to know one thing, and I even asked my mama, right? Because I'm 33, okay? I ain't been grown long. But back when I was day age, the younger girls, I bet not ask my mama to go sing in no grown man house without her. I just be wanting to know, How does that get past some of these people?
Exactly.
Yeah, because that's what I said. Like,
in the hell?
Right. Lifetime shouldn't have even done it unless to.
That I could sing, and he want me to come to his house and lay down these tracks, and my mama be like, "I beg your pardon, who? R. Kelly? No, ma'am. We'll talk about this when I get home from work. Meanwhile, you better not leave the house without it."
Well, remember, a lot of them were like at consenting age, so that's why when R. Kelly was asked a question, does he like kids? He said, define teenager. Remember that?
Yeah, he did.
Because they were like 17, 18, I guess, But to me, I don't even think, and then now for it to go into 2020 with 5 more parts, to me, the only thing that they could have done was if they showed the first one, follow it up by showing me the people who they arrest, the managers, stuff like that, other people they arrested who took part in this, because he couldn't have done it by himself.
And how do you as a person, that's just like, you know what I'm saying? I know, we all, let's just say for kicks and giggles, Nick is R. Kelly, right?
No, let's not
say we did.
Right. Let's just say R. Kelly. One of us met R. Kelly. Go ahead.
And man, are your bodyguards or security or whoever, and we know you got these kids, and why are you not saying nothing?
That's why I said arrest should be coming with it. And then I don't even know, like the first one, I can tell you that I really didn't even watch the first part of it.
Me neither.
Now, because I started watching it and it was just too disgusting. When they got to Aaliyah, I just stopped it. I can't watch it. I don't want to hear that. Yep. Now, I did watch the newer ones, some of those. And all I could get out of those was, I think, he was doing inappropriate stuff. But I don't know who telling the truth and who not, because it just seemed like some of these parent stories aren't adding up either. Like, the lady, they got a picture of the mama on stage singing and dancing with R. Kelly, but she's trying to say she was doing it because she was trying to get to her daughter who was on the stage.
Girl, get your lie together.
So you went to a concert, you and your son, to try to get your daughter who with R. Kelly.
Get your lie together.
I don't know. But let me just say this though. And this is I don't know if this is an unpopular opinion or not, but it's Shannon's opinion, okay?
Shannon's only. Do that disclaimer. Shannon's opinion only.
Only opinion. And y'all can say what y'all want.
Underscored and underlined.
I don't know. I don't know what Robert does, but R. Kelly, the artist, let's not pretend like we're not stepping in the name of love.
I don't listen to the music.
I still listen to R. Kelly. I do.
Okay. See, I don't, but I will say that I did hear an interview that kind of was like, wow, that's true. And they were saying people are talking about, this big boycott, but we have to think about all of the other people that it affects, and then they just started naming all of these other artists that he has written songs for. And they was like, if we took all of them off the air, that would hit their pockets, as well. And I really didn't even know that he wrote for as many people. I know that he's right. But all I got to say is you can step. But I just don't want to hear, I believe I could fly at another graduation.
Yeah, not a damn another one.
Baby making music.
Not a damn another.
I don't want to hear I believe I can fly.
Right. And then, one of my favorite one was Seems Like You're Ready. But it brings back some memories of a dude I was with at the time. So I don't want to hear that either. I'm cool on being done,
You're cool either way.
Yeah, I'm cool. Yeah.
For real, no doubt. The DJ's making me feel thugged out.
Oh, you listen to that today.
Literally. She just put it down.
It's one of my favorite songs.
She just listened to R. Kelly today after watching it.
Mm-hmm.
Listen.
We got a meeting after the show.
Right, yeah.
And we can.
Discuss do's and don'ts of R. Kelly.
Right.
What y'all want?
No, but it's just like I ended up saying that to somebody not too long ago. I'm just like, man, I feel like R. Kelly. Like, what do you want from me? Like,
Charles, Robert.
That's just how Gail sounded.
Robert. Why was she so dry with it? Robert. Like she was calling the waiter over for some more water.
I wish that the people could see Diddy's face. And somebody was like, they were scared for her. And I'm like, she was so not scared of that.
She was so far from being scared.
Right, that was a whole act. Now, let me ask you this, because this is what I heard. Now, this is rumor, of course, so I just want to know if anybody else heard it. But people here in the Chi says that R. Kelly not only was sleeping with Aaliyah, he was sleeping with her mother too.
What?
Oh, I never heard that.
Either.
Yeah, they said, that's why she always makes the statement about, I was in the studio with my daughter. I know what was going on, and that wasn't. They was like, yeah, she was in the studio. She was sleeping with him too. Now, I'm not saying, I'm just saying, I'm just asking, had you guys heard that?
First time I heard it.
Because Aaliyah's uncle was her manager.
Right.
So how they let her marry him?
But maybe he wasn't a freak then. It was alleged then.
Well, remember, they got married, though. We got the marriage license.
Did we? Because I didn't see it.
Yeah, and it was forged to her that she was 18 and said that she was 18.
Oh, I missed all that.
Yeah.
Me too.
Yeah, it's on one of those little things. But no, I remember that back in the day that they did have proof that they were married.
Wow.
But, it wasn't valid because it was a misrepresentation. She was 18.
Wow.
But I even blame his ex-wife. Why is she in the house and she acting like she don't know what's going on downstairs?
Yeah.
So she used to have to bang on the floor or on the door to get out to get something to eat. But girl, what?
I need you to really. He went on tour. So what were you doing while he was on tour?
Dancing.
Thank you. So I believe people thought that they was gonna get more than what they was gonna get out of him. They didn't. Then didn't know how to leave. Because you can't tell me you 20-something years old.
Right, and still can't leave.
And you can't leave?
But what if R.
But you on TV talking about it. But okay.
What if R. Kelly was saying something to them and then because they were saying like he broke because he paid out so much money. But what if they was just saying something to him and then making them sign something and he couldn't really read it?
Oh, y'all ain't right.
And his lawyer was telling him that it said one thing and it really said another.
Wait, when you say he wrote songs to people, like what he do? How was he writing them? Drawing pictures?
Y'all ain't right.
Seem like you ready. REEDEE.
Woo, Lord have mercy.
Like it take a minute for any artist to even get through the thing because they're trying to figure out what.
What is that? Is that a bike?
Oh my goodness.
Oh man.
12 what? 12 what is this? Pay 12 pay. What is 12 pay? Play. Oh, you forgot the L, brother. You forgot the L. look for temperature rising. A picture of a thermostat and an arrow up. Temperature rising. Yeah.
All I can envision is like the Egyptian tombs when it's like hieroglyphics and then you gotta figure out what they say.
Right. Put the word to solve this puzzle. And this is
gonna be a cut. Right. You can figure out what these words say.
Right. Got a brother standing bebop style. This means
oh my God.
Oh shoot. Oh, my side hurt.
Yeah. So yeah. On a serious note, no, I'm no longer I wouldn't play R. Kelly. And like it'd be surprising to me because when I hear something, it'd be like, wow, it's like he got a lot of hits out there to blow.
Oh yes.
I didn't do the artist that he wrote for.
Nah.
But I'm trying to think who was on. It was somebody famous on the thing, and she was just like, sometimes you have to separate the, person from the artist or whatever.
Right. Which is my point. Like I don't know.
You just was listening to R. Kelly today. We ain't trying to hear from you.
But the artist, yes.
So would you still go to a concert?
Oh, heck no.
No, you wouldn't listen to him.
I wouldn't go to a concert, but I do still listen to some of the older music.
Well, you grown now, so he ain't gonna want you. Why wouldn't you go to the concert?
Right. He ain't gonna have me shackled up in nobody's basement. You kidding me? No, thank you.
He wrote for Whitney Houston.
I know. I found that out. A lot of people, like all races, white people.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Man, that's something else. Because the other thing is like him, even listening to him interviewing, like he's really not clear. So
right.
Just trying to get the track, like, dang, like I really want this. But what's the words again?
Right. So like for instance, he wrote one of my favorite songs, Black. You like a 808.
So
he put up a marker.
Literally.
Marker.
He wrote 5 hashtags with the thing across. And put 3 more. How many is 3 more?
The 2 circles to make that 8.
Yeah.
The 2 circles. Don't do them like he don't know how to do no 8 now. 2 circles. Everybody can do an 8. That's the easiest number to draw. 8. Mm-hmm. So do y'all believe it?
Believe that he did it?
Yeah.
Heck yeah. Ain't no way you gonna come on national TV, all them people, and say that happened to you, and nah.
But do you think that other people are just as responsible as he is? Like, should some of the parents be held accountable for some of that?
Even more. If I have an underage daughter,
right? You shouldn't take her to an R. Kelly concert.
Thank you.
Because I've been to an R. Kelly concert, and he's known for having a big bed on the stage. So why would you bring your daughter?
Yep.
So okay. All right. Who's next?
I got one. The Me Too movement. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and say that I believe.
I'm going to put a disclaimer because I know her well enough to know when she side like that I need to put a disclaimer. So this is just Dee Dee's views and not the views of Nikki B and Friends. Go ahead, Dee Dee.
Because I know some people have been done wrong at their workplace or when they're trying to do things to come up. But what I don't understand is you being on whatever show talking about it, crying about it, and it happened 30 years ago. First, really? You kept it suppressed for 30 years? I don't understand that. I don't understand that at all.
Well, that's where I am with the Bill Cosby thing. I think that was just a straight up railroading.
Man.
And everybody on there said he gave me something, and I just took it.
You're a damn fool.
Why are you taking something that somebody just gives you, and now you just talking about it? And then some people would say a lie, and then I think that too. My other issue with that is it goes to show how quick African Americans are to tear each other down faster than they would anybody else, because the colleges, we wouldn't even probably have any HBCUs if it wasn't for Bill Cosby and his wife. And for them to take his name down before he could even go to court just showed how we don't have to do anything. The white people don't have to do anything to us or other races. We
got that
ourselves. We be so quick. We can't wait to tear somebody down.
Yep.
He thought he was better than people, and I mean, it was just like, dang, we ain't gonna wait till we go to court. And,
right.
Like, we believe in these women. Some of them even came back and recanted their story. And what?
Mm-mm.
Like, that was, at the time, that was kind of the thing. You know, I talked to my grandma about it. She was like, yeah, I think he did it. You know, that was the thing at the time. That's what people were doing. It's like people passing a joint around, you know what I mean? Or something like that. That's what people were doing. So I don't think that all of these women didn't know what they were doing.
Exactly. But then, like, this is what I didn't understand. So what's the dude that killed himself? What's his name? Epstein. So this girl was on TV talking about
Epstein killed himself. I'm kidding. Go ahead.
I was gonna say, if you didn't know that, we just unplugging the whole show. How she went to his house and she was going a couple times, and finally he ended up raping her. Okay, that's horrible. However, why in the blankety blank would you go back?
He did it 4 times.
She went there a whole bunch of times, but then he built up to the rape.
Oh, so she wasn't uncomfortable.
Clearly not.
But see, that's the part that makes it hard for me. And some people would say, like, us women, you know, need to stick together, but your story just got to add up for me. Like, usually you're uncomfortable, and I'm not taking away from nobody, because I know some people, thank God that never happened to me, but I know some people who'd have been date raped. Thank God that I've never been one of those people. But it's not somebody who you keep going back to see. And usually, you know, you're trying to leave because you feel uncomfortable. Like,
exactly.
We all get a vibe where we like, okay, let me get out of here. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Yeah.
And I don't know if, I think that once that came out, I think that just a lot of people, I don't know if I believe everybody. I think a lot of people just jumped on the bandwagon. And I just remember, you know, it was one point in time, and I remember this was, you know, years ago, but Dee, you may remember it, but what they did was, it was like proven how many, and Law and Order ended up even doing a thing on it, but it was showing how many psychiatrists were always going to somebody had molested or raped somebody.
Oh, yes.
And they were like, you suppressing that. And then people would be really thinking this happened to them, and my daddy did it, and then to find out it wasn't even true.
Right. That's
so
horrible.
It's just like, you know, I'm not trying to I think that everybody should be, you know, come forward and everybody should be held accountable.
Absolutely.
But if it's a limit to it, get you some help. You know what I mean? And then why do you wait to go on TV and all of that type of stuff and want to do a press tour about it?
That's where I'm stuck at.
Gloria Allridge, and she gonna take it over.
Yeah. I don't get it. I don't understand that. If you do something to me, I'm going to the I'm probably get you myself.
Right.
But if I'm unable to find you, I will go to the police.
Right. And I think that some people may struggle with it. You know what I mean? And maybe not be sure because they don't know how to act or what, how to, because that has to be, and Lord knows I don't want to go through anything like that, but that has to be kind of devastating and shocking. So maybe it just take people a minute for it to register and then decide what they're going to do. Now, I don't know, 30 years it take you to process it. But I could see it taking weeks if I want to go, and because it's so public and to do all of this, but I don't get the stories not adding up, and then so many people, you wait till so many people coming in, it's like you're doing a whole thing on it. It's like it's hard to tell who being honest and who not.
Exactly. I get that it's probably strength in numbers when you're doing that, but there's some of these people women are making it harder for the women that something really did happen to them and they really are traumatized.
Yeah.
But that's
Shan, you haven't said much on that subject. You don't have any comment?
I don't really know a whole lot about that.
Okay.
I don't know anybody that has ever been like date raped or anything like that. I think it's sad that anybody would.
Oh yeah, you in the age of the hot summer chick, and where y'all just be giving it away. Like ain't nobody got to take nothing no more.
Drop it, bend it, flip it.
Ain't nobody got to take nothing no more. Y'all be throwing it away. Be like, dang girl, you throwing that at everybody. People throwing it back. You still trying to throw it again, throwing it back. Like, girl, don't nobody. Calm down. Like, wow, man, you just, him, his friend, his brother, his cousin, and you telling everybody? Oh, my gosh. Right. Now you on Murray, talking about the DNA test? Oh,
no,
my goodness.
Say Murray.
Yeah.
No, you didn't say Murray.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So we have just a few minutes left. So let's just take this time to focus on ourselves and tell people like what is a top thing in your life? Because the people want to know about us. In 2019, what happened in your life that will make the news? Well, no, we don't have to say make the news. Just what happened in your life in 2019? Some of your 2019 though.
Okay, so my 2019 was prosperous, a little frustrating, but I found that a lot of my time was wasted waiting for other people. And I'm here to tell everybody who knows me.
Okay.
Doggone it. Nope, not 2020.
Okay, we was gonna do 20. We was gonna do 2020 after we did 2019.
Oh, my bad. My bad.
Yeah. Calm down. Count to 10.
I'm irritated.
Right. Go ahead, Shan. Your 2019
was prosperous as well. I learned a lot about myself, and I was able to get into some things and find myself.
Good.
And some things that are going to definitely lead into a great future. So
good. Okay. So my 2019, I think was, trying to think of a word, devastating, I would say. I lost my dad in 2019. Anybody who knows me knows I'm a daddy's girl and was very close with my dad, and my life will never, ever be the same. And I think that was just, I wouldn't wish it on nobody. You know what I mean? And I think that the unfortunate part is it's so funny because, I was sitting back and I was thinking, and sometimes you'll watch a movie or something and you'll see something and then you'll be like I've done it before where I watch a movie or something and then it'd be like, oh my God, like something happened to their sister. Mm-hmm. And I'd be crying at the thought of like, my goodness, something happened to my sister. But never in life did I ever imagine my life without my dad.
Wow.
Never. Never ever. So, yeah, so it's been a trying time for me. I don't think that there's no proper way to grieve. I can't stand when somebody try to tell you, yeah, this is what you should be doing, or like, yep, that's right for the grieving. It's no way to grieve. Like, it's no book for grieving. It's no. You could talk to people about it. Everybody's experience is different. I even had somebody who prayed for me, and then she said to me, like, weeping may endure for a night, but joy cometh in the morning. You should have cried that night, but that morning you should have been done crying, because that's what the Bible say. Because when my husband died, I only cried one night, and I was like,
girl, get out my face.
Yeah, and I said, you didn't love your husband like I love my daddy. Yeah. So, but I can say, sometimes it's, when you have a really good support system, that always helps. But so I really gotta, like, Shan has reached out. Dee Dee, she gonna call me, text me all day. Right. So she gonna make sure that I'm all right. And I think that also, I will say, in 2019, I learned who I can depend on and who I can't. Mm-hmm. And it was eye-opening, because if I had to write down who I could count on, I would have been wrong.
Really?
I would have been wrong. And one of them is really hurtful, but I've made peace with it. Because, some people that you think are meant to be in your life forever aren't. And I'm okay, I'm okay with that. But if I would have had to say, if something happened to my dad and these are the people who going to be here, I would have been totally off.
Unfortunate.
I would have been totally off. And so, those that are listening, that know that you have been here, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Those of you who are listening who haven't, kiss my ass and don't call me. I'm good. If you ain't called,
I'm gonna call you on Tuesday.
If you ain't called, don't call now, because you'll be surprised. I have had people, like, from Facebook, like, I just had to say, it's a person who I mentor. I haven't talked to her. My dad passed away in August. I haven't talked to her, I guess, since my dad passed away. She calls me, and she really only calls. So she started off the conversation by saying, I need your help. I'm sorry. I only call you when I need something. So let me just say, how you doing? I said, good. And then she said, well, I get on your good side. How your daddy doing?
Oh, my God.
And so I had, we put together, I hadn't talked to her since all of this happened. And it's even hard for me to say that. You know what I mean? Like, it's really hard for me to even say that, because then it means like it's so real. But I can say, with prayer and the support that I've been getting from people, I am doing a little bit better. It was a point that I didn't want to get out of bed on the weekends and stuff like that, and now I'm making sure I get out of the bed, get out of the house. Doing stuff. Is still some places that I can't go because I just can't. It was me and my dad place. But, I just know that what he would want and how much he loved me. And I'm just blessed. I have to look at the positive side of that. My dad didn't suffer. He wasn't not himself, long, only a day. Everything happened quickly. And I'm really grateful for that, and just grateful that I did get a chance to let him know how much I loved him, and just to have a relationship, because I had, when I tell you that the people that I work with showed up and showed out for my dad's service and the support, and there was so many of them who would be coming into my office, because it would be days when I went back to work that I would be crying and somebody would just come and close my door or something like that, or come in and give me a hug. But I had so many of them who would come in my office crying, and they would be crying and saying, I never even knew my dad. I'm crying because I know the relationship you had with your dad. Like I had lunch 2 or 3 times a week with my dad.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? They know that I didn't rush them out of meetings like, y'all
my daddy
done because my
coming?
daddy here. You know what I mean? So they, you know, I'm one of them. My dad, everybody who know me know my dad.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm just grateful, and I do thank God that God chose my dad to be my dad.
Yeah.
Okay.
I am so grateful to God that that's who he chose to be my dad. And
that's what's up.
Yeah, I am. I'm just so grateful for that, and that, you know, I lost it, you know, I'll share a little bit more, you know, lost my mom at a young age, and you know, I give it up to my grandparents. I got great grandparents, but and I appreciate everything that they done, but I'm just so grateful that, you know, I lost my mom at 11. And so one of the things that helped me, you know, with that was, you know, I knew her. Nobody has to tell me about my mom.
Right.
I knew my mom. You know what I mean?
Right.
And all of that. So, you know, I'm just grateful because when I say I don't think that there's anybody in the world who has a better dad than me, you know.
Oh, I'm gonna agree with you.
You know, it's me. You know, I got the best dad. And so I'm just so grateful. So before I start crying, 2020, let's go to Dee Dee because she's ready to go in, and then it'll stop me from about to cry. Dee Dee with 2020.
Yeah, so like I was saying, my 19 was full of foolishness. I actually keep a journal. And so every day I write down what I'm grateful for, what I wish I could have done differently.
I just got one.
Oh, really?
Yep, to start doing that. Okay,
what
cool.
I wish I could have done differently and what I learned from that instance.
Okay.
So, and I was looking back every January. I look back on the year, and so I put a little tab when I have a bad day or whatever, so I can look back on it and hopefully
nice.
Okay, I like that.
So
I do too.
I looked at all my tabs, and every time I was mad, somebody had wasted my dang on time.
Was it the same person or multiple people? Multiple people.
Multiple.
Okay.
Some of them at my place of employment, but those can be handled differently, and I love the way I can handle those. But anyway, but in 2020, no, not gonna happen. I feel like Maxine Waters. My time.
You reclaiming your time.
I'm reclaiming my time. Because it's not. No, I'm not waiting for you. If you know we're gonna do A, B, C, and D, and you told me about it 6 months ago, why am I helping you get to the next step and we 3 days past the day you told me? I don't understand that. What the heck? No, I'm not doing it. I'm not waiting on you to tell me to tell them. I'm not doing it. I'm busy. Sorry. I finished my part of the project. What's wrong with you? I'm telling you, I'm not doing it. I can't. I'm sorry. I'm on this rant, but I can't.
Okay.
And the other thing
BD is reclaiming her time.
And part of when I reclaimed that time, I realized that I don't spend enough time. Well, I go see my grandbabies every Tuesday. That's my thing. It's I used to do it for my son and my daughter-in-law, but then I realized it was a de-stressor for me because they didn't want nothing from me.
Right.
But kisses and hugs. That's all they want.
And it's so funny at the age. At the age they are, they're hilarious.
Identical twins. Now they try to flip it on me and tell me that I said, "Hey, little Keisha." She said, "I'm not Keisha. I'm Letitia."
Oh, they realize that they twins.
Yes, they can flip it. I said, "Oh, now y'all think y'all playing with me. I know who you are now. So I'm talking to you." Because one's a practical joker and the other one is real mellow, so I know.
Okay, so one of them like you. Okay,
basically, she looked just like me too. But anyway, that's what I'm gonna take that time and spend more time doing fun things with my babies.
Cool, Shan.
So 2020 for me is about investing in myself. Like I said, 2019, I was starting to find out, like, oh, Shannon, you are in your 30s now, and it's time to stop playing. You have a future to set up. So let's get to it.
Does that mean you're coming back to Michigan?
Right. Get your life together. Oh, never mind.
Y'all can have Michigan. Michigan has given me all it was going to give me. I am done.
Okay.
No, but so I became the president of a 501c3 nonprofit organization.
Great.
All right.
Some of my PDUs for my project management certification.
Okay.
I started investing in stock. I got a few shares of stock.
That's what's up. That's what's up. Now, let me tell you a stock trick. Now, anybody else, y'all can take this stock tip too. So when you invest in your own money and plan with your own money, this is what you do. Now, it's going to be a little high, but you still do it because it's going to pay off. So about a month before some new Jordans come out, put your money on Nike. Get you some stock at Nike. Them new Jordans come out, you're going to make money.
Yes.
Pull your money back out. Pull your money.
Okay, cool.
Got that one from my daddy.
I'm going to definitely put that one on my board. So I'm investing in myself. I want to have a few different streams of income coming in. And then I want to do some fun stuff. Like I want to become a mixologist. That's something that I've always wanted to do. I got a whole big
bartender.
Mixologist.
No, mixologist is the truth. A bartender pour you the beer on
No,
tap.
I'm saying mixologist. Is it making drinks though? Yeah. Okay, that's what I was saying. I know she meant she was DJing, mixing like Spinderella, or if she was making drinks.
I'm done with you, Spinderella. Right. Okay, go ahead.
You know, people are throwing thing on anything, so she a mixologist. So
mixologist. And then there's some other little fun things that I want to do that'll make me some money. So it's about 2020 is investing in Shannon.
Okay,
that's what I'm talking about, and that's where I am. I am, in the words of Roscoe Jenkins, I am the team of me. 2020 for Nikki B is the team of
Not Roscoe
me.
Jenkins, yo.
Yes, the team of me. So I'm going to learn more about me because like I have learned in just this short period of time that my dad been gone, I think I may have been a little spoiled.
Oh, speak directly to the microphone, please. Speak directly to the microphone. We couldn't all hear you.
Say it again.
No, I'm not saying it again. Right. So I, as old as I am, I'm still learning about me. My other thing is multiple streams of income. So just doing little things, that can make somebody, some money like I'm telling you, somebody was walking down the hallway and was like, "Don't nobody sell Avon here at the workplace?" And I'm like, "Yep." Now I went on the website, signed up. I sell Avon. I'm serious. Little, that's just little. I'm gonna try to pick up more speaking engagements. Just working on me. You know what I mean?
I'm not mad at you.
I am Roscoe Jenkins, the team of me, because I really think that, like I said, 2019 showed me who I can depend on, who I can't. And, in the words of Dee, I'm not wasting my time. I'm reclaiming my time. I'm early on, I'm not wasting my time with anybody. Like, if early on I can't identify your purpose for my life, then bye. I'm not doing
a boundary.
Right. Mm-hmm. So, because you learn who your friends are, who your friends not. And, I done been there for a lot of people. And I'm going to still be there because that's just my personality and who I am. Mm-hmm. So I did pick up a new client because I said I was going to start advertising them before I could start advertising it, she got my information from somebody else I had helped. So I already got a new client to life coach. And I got some other stuff in the works. I don't want to tell you don't tell everybody all your moves because as soon as you say all your moves, next thing you know, somebody posting your idea on Facebook because they heard it on the show. What? Huh? Okay. So that's where I am. So this is going to be a good, prosperous year for me. I already know it. I can it, and I'm claiming it. So
roll with it.
I pray for you. You pray for me.
Done.
Amen.
That's how I go. So again, thank you everyone for listening to. We are excited to be back. This was a good episode to come back. And we are recording. The episode won't come out until Monday, Martin Luther King's Day. But we're recording today, which is January the 16th, which is my god sister Pumpkin's birthday. I love her to death.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Pumpkin.
So, closing remarks. Diddy?
Yeah, don't ask me for nothing in 2020. If I want you to have it, I'll give it to you.
All right. That sums it up for her. Don't ask Didi for nothing. If she wants you to have it, she'll give it to you. Dang! All right. Shan, closing remarks.
I'm really excited about where 2020 is going. We've already gotten off to an amazing start, and just watch me work.
All right.
And watch your nene. I'm sorry.
Hey.
So I just want to thank again everybody for listening. We got some exciting things that we plan on doing with Nikki B and Friends. We're trying to get together. We've been talking about it, but we will be having a date for you guys when we're going to kick off, when you can listen to the show live and call in. That way we can get your opinions and, you can get into the conversation. We can put the questions out there early and things like that. So we got some exciting things that's going to be happening with Nikki B and Friends. Continue to follow the page at NIKKIB and Friends on Facebook, and Nikki B NIKKIB _and_friends on Instagram. Thank you for everybody who has reached out, and when you guys coming back and showing love and making sure that we know that you guys are listening and rocking out with us. Just want to thank Coach for everything that he does. His schedule is extremely busy right now, but he go ahead, go without me. You could do it. So I always thank for his encouragement, and he has been my rock through the difficult time that I have gone through. So I appreciate him so much. And I just want to say to everybody, just continue listening to us, continue reaching out, continue emailing, inboxing, just sending the love, and we're going to give you the love back. And we are back. You will hear from us every week again. We are excited to be back. And we got you on your relationship questions.
Oh.
Get your ticket, shorty. That's what Wanda had said. Doing hon. Cat Williams argument. They were going to a break. Get your ticket, shorty.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You're done when I see you. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You're done when I see you. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You're done when I see you. 5, 4, 3, 2,